Welcome back to the channel, guys. So people literally ask me all the time what I've done to my 2004 Mach 1 as far as mods. So today we're going to be going over my entire mod list. Now before we get started, we're going to fire this thing up and take it to a little bit of a better location to actually film at. See how long it'll take to actually start. Oh wow, that was pretty good. All right, guys, so here we are at the famous Talladega Raceway. I figured this would be a pretty good place to shoot this video, so yep. All right, so we're gonna jump right on into it, guys, and start off with cosmetics first. So first off, we have our painted blue front calipers and our drilled and slotted rotors on the front, since those are also technically cosmetic items. Then we have our tinted headlights and our amber/yellow tinted fog lights. Then we have 15% window tint all the way around, including the windshield strip. On the side, really nothing done to the car. Stock wheels, actually. And then on the rear, we have our tinted tail lights and our Save the Manual's license plate cover. Oh yeah, and of course, you can't forget my little mascot, which has seen some weather, obviously. I think it's been hit by a couple rocks, but, you know, my little blue ducky right there. So, you know, it matches the calipers, so, yeah. No, obviously I haven't really done a lot of stuff to the outside of the car, but the interior is a little bit more interesting. So to start off, we have some carbon fiber door pieces and a carbon fiber instrument bezel right there. I got both of those from carbondriven.com. If you own a new Edge, then you can try to get them there. They're usually sold out, but every once in a while they have them in stock, and they are extremely nice pieces. I've had these for like 2 years now. Then we have our Sct X4 Tuner, which allows me to just watch all of my gauges, like coolant temp and all that stuff that the factory gauges aren't exactly the most accurate on. So that really helps. And then, actually, just a couple days ago, I went and installed a boost gauge, which is pretty cool. This boost gauge is from Glow Shift, and it is just really awesome. It can change to a lot of different colors, and I actually have been really liking it so far. Now, another thing that I have done on the inside of the car is a short throw shifter from NGW. I highly recommend these shifters. It is one of the nicest shifters I have ever had in any of my cars. It just feels amazing, and it really tightens up the extremely long throws that the 3650 stock shifter has. You can just look at this thing. It's awesome. Now, moving up under the hood is where things get a little bit more interesting, obviously. Now, if you've been watching my channel, then you know that this car has a D1sc Pro Charger on it. Now, I bought this kit brand new from Pro Charger about a year ago almost, and it has just been an absolute blast to have on this car. It has the 4.0 pulley, making about 11 pounds of boost right now, so it is awesome. Oh yeah, there's another Mustang. Nice. Okay. All right, well, that was interesting. They came by to say hey, which is always cool. So anyways, back to this car. As far as up under the engine bay, I've already gone over that. We have the Pro Charger D1sc on here, making about 11 pounds of boost. Now, recently, I have been kind of getting tired of having my entire engine bay covered in oil, because I just had my PCV hose vented to atmosphere. So I actually installed a catch can right there. It's just a little universal catch can. As you can see, the lines go around right there. So far, it's been acting pretty good. I mean, I can't really complain. It's a little bit dirty up under the hood still, but definitely better than it was. As far as fuel management goes for this car has 47-pound Ford Performance fuel injectors and a DW300M Dishworks fuel pump. Now, as far as mass airflow sensors go, you're not going to be able to see it, but it goes all the way down there. This car has a slot-style mass airflow sensor from HP Mach. It's an HP X. And then I also have a adapter to run a slot-style mass airflow sensor on this car. I got that from lethalperformance.com, so yeah. Now, as far as exhaust goes, this car has factory piping all the way back. We have factory manifolds, then we have factory mid-pipe and factory rears. except for the secondary cats are cut out and replaced with pipe, and the mufflers in the rear are completely cut out, if you can see right there. Now, as far as bracing and suspension in the rear, we have full BMR suspension. BMR upper control arms, BMR lower control arms, stock struts, stock springs for now, and we have a poly trans mount. I also can't forget that this car has 4Performance 410 gears, along with the 31 spline differential and 31 spline Moser axles, which are a little bit annoying to drive on, but once you get used to it, it's not so bad. Now, just to clear some things up, guys, this motor is 100% bone stock, along with the transmission and the clutch. I have not changed anything about a single one of those things. I have never had the valve covers off of this car, much less anything else done to it. And it's just taken everything like a champ. All right, guys, that pretty much wraps up everything that I've done to this car in the 2 years that I have owned it. If you've been watching my YouTube shorts, and you'll know that we're about to be lowering this car on some H&R Super Sport springs. So I am extremely excited to make that video and have it up for you guys. Should be within the next 2 or 3 weeks. I have no idea whenever I'm gonna have time to film it, but yeah, we're just gonna go with it. So if you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos, and have a wonderful day.